so it's Dan from the Mike James Rock Show, and I have the Petrol Girls with me, I believe.
Yes, we're part of the Petrol Girls.
Yes.
Liepa on bass and
Zoc on drums.
yeah.
Amazing. So you guys are the interesting members of the band. I seem to feel, because you either get the vocalist and the guitarist together, or the cool sort of sticks and heavy strings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Right, no.
Well, I did, so it's fine. You guys.
We appreciate and accept it.
yeah.
So forgive me. Have you guys played yet?
We have, yeah. We just played
So first time at Trees.
second.
Second time.
Yeah.
And did it beat the first time in that case?
I think it was so from my experience, it was just as great. 'Cause
Yeah.
The first time, I think, to me personally, felt like kind of like almost like a little turning point where it was like, oh wow, like just being overwhelmed by how many people showed up and like people like gave a shit and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
And it was the same today. I just feel like it's just a really good festival for us to play. So
The crowd was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was amazing before, and I think whenever we do come and play here, it's just always really nice.
I mean, the cool thing that was different about like from 2 years ago was that we were paired up with some of our mates' bands this year on the same stage, so that's always nice because you just have the like familiar faces hanging around and supporting.
Creates an
you, so.
atmosphere on the
Yeah,
changeovers that gets you right
Yeah.
completely. So what have you guys been up to recently? I mean, I think you may have been on tour.
We might have been on somewhere with this band.
It's not their uniform. You know.
No, it's really not a uniform at all. We did not coordinate this morning, so that's why we ended up wearing the same
this is a 2-month-long tour. We're limited in what we have on us. That's clean at this point. There might be some clashes.
Yeah. We're just
Certain
making it
clashes.
a thing. We're rolling with it.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Pretend that
with
it was intentional. You just really want
Yeah.
to promote these guys.
I mean, what we just said earlier was that, I mean, they were an absolutely lovely band to tour with, and so that's what we just came off, like a tour with La Dispute and Milk Teeth.
Nice.
And before that, we did 3 weeks with Warm Women from Baltimore.
Okay.
So yeah, we've literally been on the road since May 21st.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a long one, but I think the change of like bands to play with and like the change of like crew and everything made it like work out, because it's just, you know, it's just kind of it's a change of scenery and
And this is a tour of like our release tour, so we've just released Cut and Stitch, our second full length.
Yeah.
So we're just basically touring that for 2 months, hopefully successfully.
Well, it feels like it is. You guys have come off a good performance here. Are you finding that the sort of new tracks that you're playing are going down well with the crowd? Do you have people singing along? That sort of thing? Because that generally is what you ask on the release tour, is whether it is going down well with your fans.
I think we were
worried a bit.
We were worried at first because like obviously you've played the old songs for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously people pick up on like seeing you a couple of times and like the repetition of seeing something or hearing something, and like, but then also I feel like that kind of worry for me personally has completely vanished. Like I feel like I think like the way we just had to learn how to incorporate the songs into the set list and how to make them, and also how to play them in a sense that, you know, like you just move a certain way, you kind of loosen up, you like get better at playing them.
Well, you got to get used to it, because it goes into muscle memory.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just start playing new songs, everyone's obviously really focused, and I think that also like you know, people, I think it just kind of it's a way of like how it transcribes to the audience as well. If you seem a bit like nervous or maybe like a bit like
And I feel like we had such a good chance with the help of Pete Miles to like layer out really like great ideas on the songs, and
who's produced the record?
Who produced our record, and we were kind of like, oh well, this work live is just, you know, a 4-piece without that, you know, extra attention to detail that he brought into the band. But I think this tour just showed us that they do actually work really well as live songs as well. And people really respond to them positively, which is, it's just nice to know.
Well, that's good, because I mean, some people don't necessarily talk about what you guys are saying, which is the nervousness of taking it from the recording stage where you do have somebody supporting you with the tracks to how it's going to transition live. So basically awesome that it's going down well.
Thank you.
No, I feel like now we're just comfortable with it, and just it feels like, you know, as good as any, like it feels like as comfortable as any old song. And I think it's just, we just need to find that balance of like, even if we spend some time in the studio and you kind of tend to overproduce certain things and you go a bit like artistic about certain things, like you just have to break it down to how you, like what Leopold said, like how can you actually like make this happen as a 4-piece. And we did add certain things that we didn't do on previous tours, like whether it's like some of the soundscapes that we had on the record and have them like, I mean, we didn't do it today, but like have them on like a sample pad.
Nice.
Just kind of like, so those
I have some pedals.
Yeah, like there's
Yay.
new pedals. we have pedals, yes. But I feel like it's just basically just break it all down to like how you can make it work, and then once that kind of becomes routine, I think it's I feel really comfortable with it now.
Awesome. Well, I think that's quite a good point to leave things on, nice and positive.
Thank you so much for the interview.
No, thank you guys for taking a couple of minutes. Awesomeness.
From the Mike James Rock Show.
Thank you for watching my interview with the Petrol Girls. They named themselves, I didn't assume their gender or anything like that. But if you want to see the next time we chat to them, hit like, subscribe and the notification bell. Cheers.
Welcome to the Mike James Rock Show.